Hello everyone. I know a lot of people have actually been asking me for this tutorial a lot of times, but I got you right now. Welcome to 2025, and this is the best Django tutorial that you will actually be of need of. That being said, let me just quickly tell you about Django. But before anything or before continuing this video, let's first give all its accolades it deserves. I'm talking about the modern framework of all web frameworks that we have been using, which is PHP. Yes. Um, so right now, this is a little diagram that I've done about Django. On normal basis, we always go in for Django when we are looking in for rapid development, clean design, included batteries in the framework, security focus, and a framework that can easily scale. So on the second note, now what makes Django a particular one or a right choice to go in for? We talk about the ORM functionality here. Personally, I myself, I really appreciate Django when it comes to the ORM. I've had a lot of encounters with it and also a lot of comparison. I will go further about comparison different ORM maybe in another video so you can easily see how we are actually working in regards to this. We also have security features, we have form handling, we have internationalization, which is I18N. We have a template engine, testing framework, URL routing, admin interface. So as a whole, we have the Django framework, which literally weighs like 8 megabyte. And here I'm not talking about an image, I'm not talking about a couple of videos, but I'm talking about code that someone has actually written. Excluding your virtual environment, or maybe excluding your virtual environment, your node modules for those that are doing JavaScript, or whatever package manager you might be using, you will understand with me that whenever you're actually reaching like just 200 kilobyte of code, then that means you have done a lot of things. And just imagine Django is like 8 megabyte. Point number three. So on point number three, this is how Django works. Django, basically, or at the root level, we are talking about the MVT architecture here. And we have a user that actually passes a request. This is where everything actually starts. We start actually from here. Like this is where everything actually starts. We have a user that process his request, and we have this URL dispatcher that will carry along the request and find the right logic to execute this request. We'll see how all this work later on, but as a whole for now, this is just like a sample explanation of how we go about it. So proceeding to this, we have the view logic. um at the level of the views now, we have a particular logic that is being executed. We have like some Python code that we see, okay, when the user clicks maybe and submits a form in a post method, then this is what is supposed to happen. We have the HTML, we have the data that is being fetched from the template, sorry. Yes, and this is the models. The models is actually SQL code written in Python that helps you interact with the database. That's what the ORM model basically does. So it's just like saving your life. Complex SQL queries that could have taken you a lot of reasoning and a lot of experience. You can, like, you don't really need to actually know what MySQL, like, I mean the deep core part of it. You just need to go along with it. And we also have the template engine. Now the template engine here, we have a particular language that we use for our templates in Django. Remember, whenever we're talking about a dynamic application, we're no more talking about HTML pages, where we're talking about templates. And for Django, the templates that we are using here is called Ginger templates. And on Ginger templates, they are mostly found inside the templates directory. And we have an HTML response that comes and just like it just bounce here and goes to the front end, and this is what is actually displayed. Yes, so I'm just using just Google screen just to show you, okay, this is what is happening at the level of your web browser. Yeah. um Lastly, let's talk about the examples of project that someone that is working with Django might likely target. We have social media app. The social media app usually handles a lot of complex data and a lot of it might actually require a couple of features when it comes even to security. And Django just comes along with it like just bundled together. We have APIs. Let it be REST, let it be SOAP, let it be GraphQL. Django just got you. You just find the right package to associate with Django and you're gone. We have e-commerce applications. On e-commerce application, we all know what an e-commerce does. Like most of us, when we're starting working with web platforms, we have always tried to build an e-commerce because it mostly contains all the different types of requests that you might easily need to use whenever you're building an application. I'm talking about the modification of headers. I'm talking about post, get, update, delete, which is basically like the crude operations. But as time is going on, you understand sometimes that some queries might require a lot more complex understanding and maybe some tailoring depending on whatever project you're working on. We also have content management system. On content management system, you know what it's all about. You can easily go for something like Wactel, which is basically a content management system, and it can also be used in a headless manner. We'll discuss about it later. Remember, this is a full tutorial, so and it'll be for free. So far as YouTube just leaves it. I don't know if YouTube will pay one day, but I got you. We have data-driven application, we have the learning management systems, and we have internal tools for enterprise application. Now, just imagine that you might easily just want to use an application in the company, and you want your employees to just be using it internally. So you don't need very great understanding. You don't need a very complex tool, if I can call it that way, since you're mostly maybe building it for developers or just for a restricted amount of people. You don't just need to do a lot of things there. And the best part here is actually MVPs. If you're working on a very large project that might require you fast release of an MVP or a first version, you can easily go in for Django. That being said, we're going now for the next video. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and just give me your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be right back.